welcome along to another episode. You come into another A465 special. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so we're just starting up where the cones used to be honest, as we come in past Hirwine. See, it is quite early in the morning. It's only 20 to 6. The sun's just about to rise. I'm hoping we got enough light to do this so we can see what happens. But I will be coming back down here again, but I'm not sure what time that will be. So it could be in the dark. This is why I wanted to get recording when I can. So hopefully this one goes, but if not, it'll be the next one, which you wouldn't know about because I wouldn't have shown this bit. Anyway, so obviously we know this bit is obviously been cleared. We seen that in the last video. I think it was number 8. We haven't done one since then, but I'm expecting a lot to change because it's, I would say, since I've done that one, it's got to be a good couple of months. So we've given it time to see some dramatic changes, if you know what I mean. It's just trying to remember what them changes are. But at the moment, I still haven't come off a limiter yet. Oh yeah, we are. Here's the 50 mile an hour now that we're coming into. I think this is pretty much where it was last time, wasn't it? I've added a few little lights to that bridge. It's a different perspective to things when you come up here and it's twilight as it is. I think we've got just enough light because I know the GoPros ain't the best at low level lighting. You know what I mean? It is other cameras out there of the same sort of price bracket, and they work better in the dark than what a GoPro does. If you were just wondering what I've done then, so on the truck you've got two modes. You've got cruise control and then you've got limited speed. So at the moment I'm set to limited speed so I can just keep my foot on the throttle, and then it'll only go up to 40 mile an hour thing. But I did have it set to 50 when I dropped it down to 40. That's why it lit up red to show that I was going a bit faster than what I had programmed it. So I never noticed that underpass there before. That's a new one. Well, that obviously is not new, but I've just noticed it. Ah, it's a shame. I thought we would have been going up. Oh, we're still coming off. So that's not quite done yet. We're still doing an off and on. Although it's looking very complete though, isn't it? Very, very complete. The lines are down, the central reservation is in place. I say again, if the quality is a little bit poor, I do apologise. It's the lighting. I don't know how it goes. Sometimes I record ones at this time of day and they turn out not too bad. So slip road's not quite done yet though. You can still see they got to do the crash barrier there. Look. Although these bridges are complete though. I think in the last one somebody was talking about that road over there. Can't remember the comment though. Anyway, if you look at the last one, look at the comments. It's in one of the videos anyway, and they talk about this link road which goes up. So we're back onto the main drag. Got a cracking sunrise in front of us as well. So hopefully that gets better as we crack on. If you watch I'd say probably episode 3 or something like that, or episode 4 of the updates, you'll probably remember that we were hitting a lot of speed ramps because the surface wasn't complete and you were going down and up, and we haven't really hit any of that. It's all You know, we've got a nice smooth surface all the way. You know, the road's almost complete. I think it's basically just picking the machines up now. It's a couple of little things left to do, like, but not much. You know, if you go back to episode 1, you would have seen all machinery up alongside here, on either side as they were, you know, digging this out. Like, oh, we're actually coming off here. So even though it's looking complete, we're still coming off, which means obviously it's a little bit further up, which is what the problem is. But I don't know whether, because I see cones there, I don't know whether in some occasions that you do go across, like, you know what I mean, or it's getting ready to go across, but the cones are there obviously to keep us to one side, but there's no lights on the cones, not like it is. Let's get past these two cars. Not like it is just up there, like, you know what I mean. So maybe they open it up for certain points, I don't know. Local traffic, so we don't want up there. 465. So did we come up this way last time? I can't remember now. I think we may have done, to be honest with you. So shame we haven't been able to go over the top, eh? Must be close for some particular reason, but I know some of the flyovers, like the one by Merthyr, when they were doing that, they were closing it every so often. Ah, yeah, it's not, even though it's, I don't know, it's, the cones are still there, look. The cones are ready. So I don't know, I haven't been up here, so I honestly don't know. So I don't know if that's already been open, but I don't think so, because if you look at the road, the lines of the road, they've always been coming around here. We haven't had any straight parts down there. So I think that's due to open by the looks of it, because the lights, if you see here now, we got lights on top of the cones, there was nothing on top of them. And obviously the tram lines then on the road, they're directing us around here. But that was just barber stocks. I just clicked where we are now. That was barber stocks. That's Swansea Road, which is now complete. On the last episode they were working on the slip road to come off it, which means that was shut, but that's now complete and it looks two ways. So that's two ways. This section here is now complete, and obviously that bridge, that flyover section, is due to open by the looks of it. There's a couple of little patches here that got to be done, but that's where I think we were crossing over to this side, if you remember rightly, when we came down in the last episode, because they were still working on this side. But this side's complete. That surprised me a bit, that have, because I didn't think it was going to be that quick. But look at the difference coming down here now. So when we came, I don't think we came up our slip road. I think we'd run down the long side Swansea Road, and it was either the episode before, they were just starting the roadworks on Swansea Road, where they were getting rid of that slip road. But all that's complete, two-way going all the way through. They really dug the heels in on this last bit now to get it all done. I think I'd probably, maybe, just maybe, have another episode out of this. Maybe two, depending on how frequent I come up here. Because this is nearly done. It is nearly done, you know what I mean? Like all that section up here now, that I've come through, once the machines are removed, that road is done. You know, I mean, it's a couple of little bits which have got to be tarmacked, and you know, towards the central reservation. But that doesn't take a day. You know what I mean? The machines are got to be picked up. You know, the last bit of the central reservation is just going to be put down. But other than that, it's done. Like, same here. You know, the walls have all been completed. I know they were building them last time. All done. Looking at it though, oh, they have put netting on that. I was just looking at it thinking, oh, they haven't put netting on yet. But the netting's done there as well, so for the rock face. You know, it's literally just cones, you know. It's hardly any machinery here, you know. Well, I haven't seen machinery for a bit of time yet, isn't it? So this is pretty, well, it's done, isn't it? You know what I mean? You just got to remove the cones and the road's open. But we're coming up to the hospital junction, and I know the last time we came through, that bit was due to be worked on, so it was having to be done. Well, not that junction itself, they were finishing the junction off, weren't they? But after the junction, they were having to have, you know, people were, you still had a roundabout afterwards, and that's what I'm trying to mean. So we're not going underneath the junction like we were, we're sending us off. So we didn't do this before, but are we going off and on so they can finish underneath? But again, that section there is, you can see it's just the last bit of tarmacking really, isn't it? Other than that, it's done. Yeah, the last bit of tarmacking, that's why they're taking us off, look. But coming southbound, the lines are down and everything, so that's complete. So that, literally, I would say to get the last bit of tarmac down on that now, I'm estimating about a, well, it wouldn't even take a night shift to do that, would it? To be honest with you, when they lay it on the motorways, they do bigger lengths than that. So that's going down the pant. Okay, so that's taking you up towards the industrial estate. So that's open now. If you remember rightly before, I don't think our road was open before. So we're still coming up here and up to the roundabout. So this is the interesting bit to see up ahead, is that roundabout. You can see they got that last section of tarmac. That's not going to take them long at all. And obviously put the central reservation in here. So this is probably, on this road, this is the last bit to be done, to be honest with you. There's definitely not much left now. Oh wow, look at this now. So when we came up here last time, we were queuing for the roundabout, if you remember rightly. And it was at the chaos here, like, you know what I mean? We didn't know how we was going to lay out and everything like that, but the roundabout's gone, because the roundabout would have been just a little bit by here, I think it was. That junction is obviously closed off now, because you've got to come off of that new junction down by there. This is nearly done. That's not going to take them long to do. They've come a long way on that one, haven't they? I gotta be honest with you. And probably the length of this video compared to the first one, and you look at you know, how long it took to record, and how long it takes to drive through, and basically that's what I mean. It's a lot quicker now. You know, I mean, we're ready by Merthyr auctions. It's just flown by. The only bit we've really slowed down for, really, is that section we just come through there, which is the last section. You know, they got to resurface this. Obviously, you can see that's the old surface. This is the new surface, so this has already been done. But that old surface coming up there, again, like I said, tarmacking doesn't take them long. And then they'll have to put the central reservation in here. So there's still a couple of months' work left. But I think once, maybe the next time or the time after that I come down here, we'll be driving down a completed road. Because here we are. It's not the end of the section that they're currently doing. You know, we've still got this section, but it's opened up now, like it is in the start of it, where we go up to the national speed limit. It's pretty much done, like. So I'm really surprised how well that's coming along compared to the last episode. And to be honest with you, when the next episode is done, I would say that it's not going to be really much to look at apart from a completed road, to be honest with you, because it's nearly completed now. It's only a couple of little things left to do. They've done a good job there, fair play to them. So on that surprise, I'm gonna just go through a couple of things. So if you want to help the channel out, by all means, you can buy us a coffee by hitting that description below and clicking on the link. And then the other ways you can do it is by hitting the thanks button below the video. Just slide to the amount you want to give to the channel and then click send. And the other way is becoming a channel member by hitting join. Select the tier that you want and away to go. You get a few perks with that one. One of the perks is if you're silver and above, you get to watch my videos 2 weeks early, so that's a pretty good perk to have. It used to be platinum, but I moved it down to silver because it's just gives everybody that little bit of a nice perk to have, to be honest. You're watching the videos early. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you want to see how much has changed, go and watch one of the old ones. There is a playlist there, A465 updates I think it's called. Click on the playlist and you can watch it from a fair few months back right the way up to where we are now. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.